So hello guys, welcome back to channel Get to Byte once again. In this video, continuing with the debugging techniques in firmware development, we are going to see how to debug our STM32 microcontrollers via ST-Link V2 programmer, the unofficial Chinese ones which are clone ones, and see their hardware connection pinouts and how to debug or use the debug features like step into, step over, SFR and breakpoint kind of things for debugging our firmware codes into our microcontroller. And we will also see some of the errors which people encounter when we are using the ST-Link V2 programmers or configuring them with our STM32Cube IDE or with a software. So now continuing with the video, first getting the overview of these ST-Link V2 programmers, their hardware connection and pinout, and then continuing with the practical implementation of debug for debugging the microcontroller. So these are the ST-Link V2 programmers which are Chinese based closed ones. These are at an handy cost of 200 to 300 rupees, and these also internally in the circuit has the STM32 F103 only. So the thing here is now that there are two communication protocols which are being followed by its pinouts. First is for the STM8. For the STM8 we follow the SWIM protocol. So it has this NRST SWIM ground 3.35 volt on the first side of these pins, the pins near the embarked area, and the other side around the embarked area we have the SWD communication protocol pins which are used for communicating our STM32 microcontrollers. So this is just an hardware connection and overview. Just need to connect this to your computer, okay, and it will lighten up. Now for connecting this to your STM32 microcontroller, you just have to connect these SWD pins, these ground, SWCLK, SWDIU and 3.3 pins to the corresponding pins of your ST-Link V2 programmer. Okay, so as now we are done with the hardware connections, okay, of this ST-Link V2 programmer and the STM32. Now we will just open our software. Okay, so first opening the STM32Cube programmer, also an STM32Cube IDE. Now first starting with the STM32Cube programmer. So as you open the STM32Cube programmer, you will see here that select the ST-Link and you can see the serial number of your ST-Link programmer on refreshing it. Now connect it. As soon as you connect it, here it will show you the target information in this board section, and also here the log, that what is your bank address and all such kind of information. Now there are many windows in STM32Cube programmer. This one is for memory and file addition. Like here you can explore the addresses which you want to, like especially core processor memory address or your microcontroller peripheral address. So just type in the address here and you can see their values here in the 32-bit or any other bits also. Then this is the window for programming, for dumping your code, your hexadecimal or your ELF file. From here you can browse the file, binary file you want to upload into your microcontroller. Just open it and you can just start programming it. And then this is for the object bytes, and this is for the CPU. Like here you can see the CPU core processors, registers, and you can see their values. And this is for the cube programmer. So like okay. Now another thing is that from the Cube programmer one can do the firmware update. Many a times it comes that when you first brought the ST-Link V2 programmer, your programmer doesn't run as expected. So you might need to update its firmware. So just need to open in update mode. ST-Link is not in DFU mode, please restart it. So just restart replug in your STM32Link V2 programmer and then again the open in update mode. So it will show you the current version which is there, and if you click on the upgrade, it will upgrade to the latest firmware of the STM32Cube programmer, your STM32 V-Link, okay, STM32 V2, and update it successfully. So okay, this is for the Cube programmer. Same way out for the STM32 ST-Link utility. We can use it here for, there are a number of options here also, like connect your microcontroller. So connect your ST-Link here. Again it will show you all the addresses and you can explore whatever address you want by typing in here. Then there are full chip erase will be erased by doing all such kind of things. And here there is a serial wire viewer which will be explored in next video, in which we will see that how do we explore this use the trace features. Okay, also here you can see in the connected, and in the target settings you can see there are features what settings, under what conditions you want to connect your ST-Link V2 programmer and all such kind of things. And if you want to upload a code from ST-Link utility link, just go to file, open file, again select the binary or the hexadecimal file or the ELF file which you can migrate to it. Okay, so like in my document section I have my STM32 codes, I am printf and debug and then STM32 binary, open it and it will just open it. And now you just dump, if you want to dump into your microcontroller, so you just go to target and just click on the program and verify. So it will program it and okay, and it will program your microcontroller and memory programmed in 0 and 45 seconds, and your code will be dumped into microcontroller. So this is for the ST-Link V2 and STM32Cube programmer, which I have given you a short overview. Well, now one thing I have to tell you, if your connections are not correct, or in let's say if your connections are loose, so let's say like I just interchange my SWDIO and SWCLK pins or make one of the connection loose. Okay, that is there is some error in my connections or my power supply is not properly given to my microcontroller, and then if you connect it to yours, so it will show you no STM32 target found. This error might be came to you and it comes very frequently if you are first time user or beginner. So just make sure your connections are very much right and they are properly done. Okay, also if you try to do the ST-Link utility, so if you try to connect it, it will show you this error. Okay, that it must be or a low frequency or SWD and this kind of error. Whenever this error comes, there is a problem, 90% probability that some error is there in your connection only. You just need to do the connections check again and check that your power supply is proper. Okay, your connections are firm. If your connections and also things are firm, then sometimes it is also occurs that your software is buggy from the STM side only. Like I have spent my 2 to 3 days in debugging this out, and at the end I found out that my software is buggy. So you just uninstall the software and reinstall it again wherever programmer or STM-Link utility, any programmer, or the older version of it, because sometimes it comes that the newer versions have some errors in it. Okay, so you just, when you connect your this via diff, if you connected the diff via the correct and proper connection, then it will not show you any such error and it will directly connect it. Okay, it might take a while. Okay, if this problem is coming like problem occurring while trying to reconnect it, just check the connections again that you have done, restart your this programmer again. Okay, and then you just connect it again and then it will connect. Okay, so these are the things which I need to tell you first. In the next video, now we are going to start with the debugging. So in this video I've just told you the overview of these ST-Link V2 programmers and the softwares for them, the via STM32Cube programmer and the STM-Link. In the next video we are going to explore the STM32Cube IDE and the debugging features which are over there. Okay.